Hello, this is Palicopad and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. And we are starting a new character today because we may have fallen down a hole. We may have fallen down the smallest chasm in this game's history, I think. It didn't even grow to like an outer ring. It was literally like the first hole we could have fallen into. We did fall into. I thought I might have got around it, and the auto route that gets planned for your next area you're going to would have sort of taken that into consideration, but apparently not. It just lets you fall down willy-nilly, and fall down willy we did do. Fall down willy. So we're going to start a new character. So let's see who's the next victim. We have now moved on to, I know that guy straight off. That is good old Johan Huizinga. I have no idea who that is. No idea. He's an anthropologist. He likes to apologise supposedly to ants. Anthropologist. We got there. We got there. See, English 101 me. Anthropologist and one of the founders of modern cultural history. Oh, we better not get him killed off too quickly. And his unique selling point is anthropology. Anthropological studies of indigenous cultures can be created for additional fame. You know, I'm reading it. I still have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. Using the word anthropological to describe what anthropology means is like saying the fruit orange is the colour orange. You know, it's using the same word, just slightly differently. So, or I can't think of a better example than that, and that's probably a crap example out of all of them. I'm sure there's much better examples than that. I'm winging it here, guys. Just you know, give me a break. Give me a break. So, but supposedly, I would guess that means that we go to villages and we get more fame for making a note of what they do. That's the plan anyway. And we have a sailor with us. We also have a Persian translator and a donkey, along with only 2 lots of whiskey, which doesn't seem to be a lot. Doesn't seem to be a lot at all. Some torches, some custom flares, which can be used with the sailor. A pistol, which we bought last time, never got to use, with good old, what's her face, Mary Kingsley. And the shovel. Again, only useful when you come across maps, as far as I'm aware. I haven't come across a different use for it as of yet. But I'm here to be, you know, told otherwise, if be the case. Let me know in the comments below. But let's crack on with Johan. Johan. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, old friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honour the expeditions of our most famous member? Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I am afraid to tell you that you are not the only candidate. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer in our club. And against Freya Stark, Nikola Tesla, Marcus Garvey and Ada Lovelace. There's a couple of new ones there. Now go explore! Adventure awaits. And yeah, well, as I've been saying, we're going to stick with normal difficulty mode until we beat it. And then we shall have a look at certain death, which some people seem to want me to do. Sadists is what I say to you guys. Sadists. I'm dying terribly on normal. How do you think I'm going to go on with certain death? Do you want a 2-minute video? I can give you a 2-minute video. I can. I just feel like it might be cheating you. Wasting your time. Yeah? Yeah? As I said, I'm going to go through all of them. Find out who I like best. And maybe it's like a version 1 celebration. I'll just pick my favourite and we'll go balls deep, as they say. Balls deep. Now, it being the first one, we only have the one to choose from, which is the hidden jungle in, well, I'm guessing that would be like Washington State, or maybe even Canada. It might be Canada that high. Go to Niagara Falls, maybe? Yeah. So, well-balanced region. Let's just crack on. We all know this. Early that morning, I arrived at the docks. There was still some preparations necessary, so I spent my time on the deck, enjoying the cool breeze. A wealthy foreigner named, well, you know, Sir Iljamed, arrived at the docks. He told me that he used to live in the area we were headed to before joining an expedition crew to come to London. He had become a rich man and wanted me to find his wife in his former village and bring her to London. He must have more than one wife. He must have more than one wife. I accepted his request to find and return his wife. He nodded thankfully and wished us luck. Just in time, the vessel was ready to set sail. Well, let's go then. Expeditiona 1. We're sailing in. Very quickly. 2 regions. Elephant graveyard straight away. I was deeply absorbed in my studies about this area as we reached the shore of our expedition area. The land lay open in front of us, like an invitation to an adventure. I cannot wait to uncover the secrets of this land. Yes. So, begin expedition. Thankfully, the wealthy foreigner had marked the location of his former village on our map. I was curious to see if we would find his wife there. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. But first, let's get some ivory. This bleak and foreboding place was located in the middle of a swamp, scattered with the remains of long-dead elephants. For some reason, the creatures of many generations had come here to die. I do not like this place. Let's just all stay close together. Okay, so let's search the area. Search. This place certainly held some valuables for us. We formed small search teams and searched the place. After some time, we found valuable elephant tusks. They sure were heavy to carry, but would prove valuable if we returned them home. How can you be so positive? Loot. Just the one tusk. Just the one tusk. That's okay. We can live with that. We can live with that. Let's go. Let's go. So, I guess it's going to be straight onto the village. There are 3 things to find in this region. My issue with the village is it's pretty low down, and I've got a feeling it's going to be up here somewhere, the next one. Now, because it's only 2 regions, and we almost found them all, shall we just have a gander up north first? Because we're going to have to travel right anyway to get to the second region. So that makes sense, I think. As a... see? I rest my case. I rest my case. So, I inspect the mysterious, more than 3 meters high stone statue. The ghastly visage seemed to stare at us. Its presence felt uncomfortable, and I decided to move on. I saw some items by the statue. They must have been put there by the natives of this region. They were sacrificial offerings, as it seemed. And what do they have? More tusks, mushrooms, and gems. Mine. We took what was useful to us from the sacrificial offerings. Now, who would have expected that? And we're going back to the village. They're not too bad at the moment, I don't think. If we go into the... there's nothing left in this region. We do have custom flares. Where can we use... No, we're not close enough yet. Okay, let's go to the village here. And then we'll use a custom flare to check out a little bit further north, I think. It's probably the best bet. Yeah, we're not going to see any more from up there. We arrived at a native village. This group were a true sight, a group of skilled scouts. As we approached the village, we were immediately approached by a native. She introduced herself as Vapotedsexa, and it turned out that she was the wife we were asked to escort back to London. Without further ado, she happily joined our trek and began to show us around her village. A precious-looking stone idol was placed in the village centre. The natives observed us with caution. They were polite and offered us what they could. Upon our arrival, Nasruddin Tarapur began to converse with the natives. Okay, so they're okay with us. They're okay with us. Standing 1. So we're more plus than we are negative, which is good. We can't recruit anyone because we're picking up the wife. Let's trade now. So let's trade the collection of rare, very valuable jewels. Let's trade the shovels for the gold? Almost. Okay, what about a custom flare? And a torch. Cool, I can live with that. I settled on a deal with the natives, and now if we rest... We told the men to unpack and prepare our things for the night. This night, the villagers held some kind of ceremony and politely offered us coconut shells filled with an alcoholic beverage. Never turned down an alcoholic beverage. We accepted their offer and passed around the beverage. It tasted sweet mangoes, and we stayed up long into the night, drinking and laughing with the villagers. Vapo Tedexa had been drinking too much before she fell over and slept with a smile on her face. Oh, Vapo. Oh, Vapo, what will we do with you? So, we can steal the idol, which is the reason I wanted to stop over. Let's just have a quick look. So, we've got hands and hands. No hands. No hands. No hands. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we've got a 1 in 3 chance. Should we study this? I think the culture will be better than trying to steal the idol, because we'll get fame for that. I spent more time this evening on an anthropological analysis. I made sure to document the customs and culture of this foreign people. And we can still steal the idol. Do we steal the idol? We steal the idol. We steal the idol. We don't get the idol. That's probably going to make them angry. The villagers caught us as we tried to steal the idol. They were furious and drew their weapons. We made haste and ran as fast as we could before they were able to attack. It would be wise never to return to this place. And yet we're... Oh, well, -1 now. Well, okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. Let's get onto the hill. Oh. Oh. Okay, so we've got 3 of them. 3 of them. Oh, did we get the idol? Oh, we still got the idol. Awesome. Oh, that's not so bad then. I thought we would get the idol and they just let us go and everything would be happy. I guess we just pegged it. We just ran for it. Documents of great scientific value. Oh, that's the studies. Okay, right. So, what can we do? What can we do? If we bring the gun out and the shield, a stopping shot. And who do we have? A warrior, a scout, and a scout. Well, the warrior has 2 lots. Wow. Yeah, he needs to be taken down. And then if we bring out a Rite of Unity and a shield. Let's just roll for a second. If we bring this out. No, it's only that still. Rite of Healing. Okay, well, why not? Why not? And that, and that. Tactical advantage. We'll take more shields, and I don't think I can use that by itself. Nope, 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 nope. Do your worst. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Okay, so you, quick shots. Okay, or you by yourself, a heal of 2. Let's save both and roll again. Now, can I do anything with this? Bullet wall, damage 3, shield 2. Boom. Boom indeed. And shield 2, heal of 3, which will take me, Johan, back up to full pelt, which is awesome. And let's... Do we save that? We'll save it and roll again. Nothing. Not a sausage. Not too bad. Did I see spear defense? Have they got defense? Does it show if they've got defense? Guess not. Guess not. So let's roll. Let's roll. So that by itself is not good. We'll take those. That's pretty useful. And we'll roll again. And then we take those 2 out. Now, is it just one of those? None of those. I thought... Was it the heads we used before? Okay, okay. So what's that? That's nothing by itself either. Oh dear. Okay, we'll keep those and roll again. This is my last roll, isn't it? Right, so So, bullet wall, 3. That's to take him out. That's the main bad person going. And then right of unity. Right of healing, which will take us back up to full health. Cool. And that's how I go over. Haven't got as much shield this time, that's the only thing. Thankfully it didn't hurt us though. And what do we have? We have our gun. Stable shot. Headshot for 6. Boom! Headshot. Deed. And then we want some sort of blockage. Look out, shield of 2. And we do that again. That's 4. So he can't hurt us now, I don't think. No, so it's all just a matter of time now. So gun, stable shot, and we need the other hand to come up. So let's roll again. Once more. Rubbish. Okay. That and that is another shield which will protect us even more. Awesome, awesome. Evade. Clever, clever. Now we're looking for 3 now, guys. We've got a headshot. Oh, bullet wall. That'll do, that'll do. We strip what was useful from the remains. Huzzah! Huzzah! And we've got more mushrooms. And some leaves. So let's take all. And let's eat. What do the mushrooms do? This peculiar red mushroom has a rather bad smell. Despite its taste, it has very potent healing abilities and is in general beneficial to one's health. Or we have 2 strange blue-looking mushrooms. It is said to temporarily increase the viewing distance when consumed. Well, I think we eat the cocoa leaves for a little bit of sanity. We get ourselves up on top of this. Oh, they're going to chase us again, though. Mosquito. Let's get out of here. Let's get to Dodge. Or let's get out of Dodge. We don't want to go to Dodge. There's some waterfall, so we can get pretty safe there. So it looks like we're heading to the northeast to finish up with. I would go and get the butterflies, but I don't have space. We've done pretty well on this one as far as stuff's concerned. We haven't even found a shrine yet. This waterfall was of enormous scale. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water cooled down the air, creating a fresh breeze. Now that looks beautiful. Let's rest overnight. I told to pack down the trek and allowed everyone to rest. Exhaustion was wearing us down. We barely managed to collect enough wood to light a campfire. We heard something rustle in the bushes nearby. We were approached by natives wearing full warrior dresses. We can invite them to the camp or send them away. Let's invite them. We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down, sharing stories by the warming fire. Let's trade. More tusks. More tusks. Okay. So if we take that, and what about the mushrooms? 2 mushrooms for a tusk. That's pretty fair, I think. I think that's pretty fair. I don't think there's anything else I can get rid of. Yeah, that'll do. We invited them to... Oh, we said that. Okay. We'll sleep. The natives stood up, thanked us for the hospitality and headed into the darkness of the night. They obviously weren't from that other village. Obviously. Unless they are, and they're out on a hunting dig and... or gig, should I say. And they just came across us, thought we were friendly, and then they're going to go back and found we got their idol. Either way, it's win-win for me. We didn't get that much back though. After days of resting, we still enjoyed the rumbling of the falling water. This was truly a beautiful place. Only you would think of spending the night here. He's so negative. Jeez, what is he? Sexist. Sexist. Rubbish. Okay, so let's rest once more. We settled down and told the people to rest. There was a tense mood as we sat and stared into the campfire. While we were sitting around the campfire, Bartholomew Hawk Walsh revealed 2 bottles of whiskey out of seemingly nowhere. I rather didn't want to know where he had hidden them all along. Well played. Is that my sailor? Well played, Bart. Well played. So we're going to get a decent amount of sanity, and we've got 2 more bottles of whiskey. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the gentle noise of the falling water. This was truly a beautiful place. Okay. Well, now we've got space for the butterflies, and we're going to have to trek upwards at some point. But we've got the sanity now. We're by far ahead as far as, you know, heading in the right direction is concerned. So let's go and get the butterflies. It might find us another point of interest. Maybe. Maybe not. And let's head upwards, I guess. We want to try and get to those hills, so let's go straight up first. Whoa, council, 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 council. There's a shrine there, you know. Over to the shrine. Still not showing what's on top of the mountain. I presume that's where we're going to be able to rest again. So let's examine the shrine. A temple long forgotten by mankind stood bathed in light before us. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. A circle of dried up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared to enter here. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. That's good for us, because if it kills all the stuff off around us, then it'll be a lot easier to trek. So let's go in there. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was truly an awe-inspiring sight. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. Wow! Please, please tell me they stack. That's all I ask. Awesome, awesome. So we get away from this scot-free. This was not a day of hesitation. We secured the treasure. We grabbed the treasure and hurried outside as the plant life around us began to wither and die. We could not tell how, but it seemed like we had caused some kind of shift in the climate of this region. Oh dear. Oh dear. 36. What about this one? 36. Let's drink one and get up onto the hills. Right, and there we go. So we could explore the springs. Let's explore the springs. Our trek stopped at a natural hot water springs, or at natural hot water springs. No, you had it right. The water tasted salty, very likely from geothermal groundwater. Why exactly do you think this place is worth rest? Oh, he's so negative. Come on, Bart, cheer up. Do we rest? I don't think we should rest. We've got lots of stuff, and we've got plenty of whiskey. So let's drink one whiskey and go to the mountain, which is a cave, and we've got some torches. Awesome. We approached a cave. It led deep into the darkness. We needed a torch in order to venture into its depths. Okay, let's do that. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We stumbled into a dead end. It obviously served as some kind of ceremonial tomb. Inside were mummified corpses. Many of the mummies were falling apart and so could not be of any value. However, after a thorough investigation, we managed to find one that was still intact. Mummies are worth quite a lot. Mummies are worth quite a lot. Mummies are worth more than mushrooms. So let's go to the mushroom. We'll take the mummy. And this is presumably going to be the pyramid now, since we're pointing straight at it, and it's the last thing to explore. Ta-da! Ta-da! And we even escaped before everything withers and dies behind us, which is, you know, win-win. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment. Overcoming all obstacles, we had yet survived. Man's moral fibre is giving way under the influence of luxury. Well, yeah, I think Bart agrees with you there, Johan. He's not a happy chappy. I don't even know why he's coming, honestly. But there you go. The more the merrier. After weeks of travelling, great joy overcame me. I knew that my name, Johan Huizinga, I hope I'm saying that right, would be written about. Let's finish up. Cool. That's probably, and I don't want to be jumping the gun here, but I think that's probably the best start we've ever had. The best start we've ever had. Cool. Incredible. Time to celebrate with a drink. Fantastic. Right, so choosing a perk. What do we have? Lone survivor? Survive a little longer when all alone. Hopefully it won't come to that. A climber. Reduce movement costs over crossing hills, which is very useful. And protector receives an additional defense die. Well, we're okay for defense die. So I'm going to go with climber. That's a no-brainer for me. Huzzah! Huzzah! And I'm hoping we're way ahead. 310 to 285. So we're not that far ahead. That's only, what, 25? We've got lots of stuff to sell. So, fame. We'll fame that. And we'll fame that because we're 50. We shall sell the tusks to have lots of monies. Oh. We'll sell the gems as well, because they're worth quite a bit. Mummies go to the museum for fame. That puts us very far ahead. And then the anthropological study can be for fame. And the idol can be for fame at that cost. And you might as well have the butterflies. And you might as well... Let's not beat about the bush. You might as well have that as well. So, jeez, that is definitely my best start. So that's 730 to 285. So we are over 400 fame points ahead. That means we can have at least one bad expedition and get out of there alive and still be okay, which is awesome. We've just got to be a little bit careful about not spending all our money, I think. If we can do that, then we can afford to have a bad expedition. But this is by far, definitely the best start I've ever had. Definitely. And on that note, I will bid you adieu, because... Was it adieu? Adieu? To you? Adieu? Adieu? That's a bottom joke. That was a British TV programme, in case you... Or UK TV programme, if you're not aware. That's not a bottom as in fart joke. But yeah, tangents. I shall shut up here. So thanks for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I shall catch you on the next one. Take it easy.